It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this timely workshop on Corruption-Free 2027 General Election. On behalf of the management staff of the Commission, I appreciate your presence and commitment to strengthening our electoral integrity. As an electoral umpire, we bear the responsibility to lead conversations that shape national values. Elections are the foundation of democracy. When elections are compromised, it erodes public trust and the nation suffers. We thank the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, Icpc, for facilitating this workshop. This workshop that is designed to build capacity, share best practices, and produce actionable recommendations that can guide staff, especially during the electoral processes. I thank all participants for prioritizing this national cause over other engagements. I urge us all to contribute freely, ask critical questions, and network. With these remarks, it is my honor to declare this workshop open. I wish us fruitful deliberations, and thank you very much.
The theme of the workshop, Corrupt-Free Election, Integrity Matters, testifies to the commitment of Icpc in supporting the programs and projects of government, which include ensuring free, fair, and regular elections. There is no saying that when the process of our elections is devoid of integrity and marred by electoral malpractices, the government spends much more to conduct supplementary elections and to maintain law and order, as law enforcement agencies like Icpc are stretched due to plethora of petitions and cases. Elections serve as defining moments in a nation. As the giant of Africa and as custodians of our democracy, much is expected of Inec from both within and outside the borders of our country. Hence, your job requires the highest level of responsibility, accountability, and transparency. The fight against corruption requires collective action. It is in the light of this that Icpc is partnering with Inec on this sensitization workshop for electoral officers to see that we conduct a free, fair, and credible election come to December and beyond. We understand that your job is not an easy one. Let me pause at this point and say thank you to all electoral officers that put their lives on the line. Thank you for your courage and for what you do for this country. Continue to do your duty with the highest level of patriotism. I hope the discussions from this workshop will help in your task of putting Nigeria on the world map to the conduct of free, fair, and credible elections. Thank you very much for your attention.
Acceptance of gift, inducement, or favors. The scenario is this way. Inec officials receiving money, trips, contracts, or hospitality from politicians or parties, political parties. Example, sponsored pilgrimages, allowances, or logistic support from candidates. It can happen. Most of the examples that I'm going to be talking about, I got it from the newspaper. Advocate newspaper, for instance, and I got some from Inec website itself. Cases that has occurred before. And, the risk in this particular scenario is that the neutrality in voters registration, collation, or result collation, declaration, can be compromised. It's only the person that gives gifts that knows why he's giving it. The person that receives gifts naturally becomes a slave, or something that can be used, can be influenced by the giver of the gift. Don't ask me why. We all know. I give an example. If I've been coming to the office of the Director of Human Resources for quite some time now, and I've been giving something, 5,000 naira the day that I have 5,000 naira, the day that I have 10,000 naira, I've been giving to the secretary. The day that the secretary, the DHR tells the secretary that I do not want to see anybody at all, if I walk into his office that particular day, there is a way that the secretary will still allow you to see him. Sir, he doesn't want to see anybody, but I will allow you to see him. Just tell him that you did not meet me on seat, that you just walked him freely. Yes, she will step aside. It has happened before. It's a scenario that can always happen. Gift influences the taker, and it is only the giver that knows why it's giving. More importantly, when it is.
Introduction. Embracing integrity for a corruption-free election is a discourse that touches something deep in many of us because it is integral to the institutionalization of democracy. It is not just another slogan. It is a sincere call for us to do things differently so that our elections can truly reflect the will of the people and produce leaders who serve with integrity. Today I will speak honestly about the realities we face, the legal and ethical tools already available to us, the preventive measures we can deploy towards steering the electoral ship. To this end, I will be relying on relevant provisions of the 2026 Electoral Act, anti-corruption laws of the Federation, the National Ethics and Integrity Policy, and other complementary strategies to make this discussion more meaningful. Elections form the bedrock of democracy. Nigeria's journey since 1999 has been a mixed bag of significant progress, alongside persistent struggles with electoral malpractices. Vote buying, result manipulation, voter intimidation, and the misuse of state resources continue to erode confidence in the system. Citizens often question whether their votes truly count, fostering apathy and cynicism. Integrity in elections mean more than just following rules. It involves a cultural and institutional commitment to fairness, where processes are transparent, actors are accountable, and outcomes reflect genuine voter choices. Let's not pretend. Many of us have seen voters collecting money, bags of rice, gifts, and polling units. I know I've seen, and I know most of you have seen. We've heard stories of stomach infrastructures, excessive campaign spending, result tampering, and officials or security agents looking the other way while malpractices are carried through. These practices destroy trust, they discourage honest aspirants, and leave ordinary Nigerians feeling that their votes do not count. The consequences are clear: poor governance, abandoned projects, and deepening cynicism. But I believe we can change this story. We already have strong frameworks. We only need a collective way to use them effectively. Our guiding framework for this discussion will be the Electoral Act 2026. It seemingly seeks to strengthen transparency and reduces opportunities for manipulation. Anti-corruption laws, especially the Icpc Act, the National Ethics and Integrity Policy, with these 7 core values that speak directly to our conscience. These are not just documents on the shelves. We believe that they are powerful tools we can use every day to prevent electoral corruption.